Hello, welcome. Aaron Draymond, Dimensional Traveler. So today it's end of the week, so figured a nice, lazy, cozy gaming would be appropriate. We'll be playing Power Wash Simulator 2. Picking up where I left off with the game, because I figured not so much lore to be missed with the game, and to my knowledge, so I don't feel like recleaning things I already got like 100%, perfection on it. That was my mindset, at least. Let's see. But yeah, let me see. Let me kind of drink myself. Switch this to this. Okay. Do 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 do. Of course, I was like, all right. I don't remember where I left off, but because this was like a one where you can actually have your own like little place. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of neat. And then like up here was like different things you kind of cleaned up. Let's see. Start washing. Yeah, they also had a DLC, but yeah. I'll beat the original game first, then I'll worry about the other stuff. Oh, it's on a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Continue the job. Of course, like one person kind of was like, "Oh, you don't have to move around like that, or, like power washing." But I'm like, "Yeah, well, I figured." Let's see. Yeah, you can do like this, but at the same time, I end up like just uh, kind of like doing this, where it's like, hmm. Of course, I'm also using a controller, so I'm not sure if that's any better. I almost do like a zigzag. Of course, I kind of have to remember like the controls. And if you're getting motion sickness easily, I do apologize. There's a lot of movement in this game as you clean. I figured, yeah, cleaning. It's kind of bad. Like, there's probably stuff around my house that I should probably clean. But I'm like, nah, let's play a game about cleaning instead. Time more well spent, I'd like to say. Hopefully, everyone had a good Mother's Day. What's that? Okay. I was like, I remember there was a button to like highlight it, miss anything. I couldn't quite remember. So this was also like one of those games where it's like, oh, this might take me a few hours just to do this like one map. So I'm like, this is not like a rush game. And like whenever it clicks that, it's like, oh, you got completely done. Let's see. Okay. It's kind of like different nozzles and stuff like that for different results. But a rather laid back way of, relaxing the good old noggin, not having to think. It's like, alright, I know my purpose. I know I am to clean. I am Mr. Clean. As you can like see, I'm only like 6% cleaning wise. If I was playing with like someone else, it'd probably be a lot quicker. But it's just good old me taking on this massive project of cleaning a very, very dirty barn. Of course, they have like other interesting things you end up cleaning. Like, I remember in the original Power Washer, I even like cleaned some Final Fantasy stuff. So apparently, I think it was the Final Fantasy stuff and like the Laura Croft stuff, I think it was, that they were like had to get rid of on the market because I guess they were like losing their license on it or something. I don't know. I'm kind of like trying to do the smaller stuff. Rather chill. Of course, I was streaming on Irium earlier where I was chatting about this, but yeah, it's getting so bad with like bots on platforms. I literally with like chatting or interacting with other people on Twitter a lot harder. Because I even had to ask like, I mean, don't tell the AI this, but I was like, I asked another AI, what's clear signs of a bot being a bot on Twitter? And one of the things it said, I'm like, yeah, yep, yeah, I concur. If you enter or follow someone and they follow you back, they can start chatting with you. And one thing that says, the first thing off the bat is them wanting to show you their artwork and try to like sell themselves. More likely, it's a bot. But yeah, it's so hard to tell these days. The one time I actually had someone like, I, I told them like, hey, I have a job that probably doesn't make that much money. That I need family to help cover the costs, and they were still like, we can work with that. I'm like, work with. I just said like I have to lean on family to help pay for things. What are you talking about? Did I like say something incorrectly? Like, did something not compute? It's just kind of like my mindset. Let's see. Well, we all have things we gotta contend with, so. Let's see. Because it's kind of what lore there is for this game. It's kind of like view the Power Washer as as a god almost. Like, yay, our savior for cleaning things. Let's see. Of course, with this, I always kind of like when it comes to like buying stuff, buy like. Let's see. do. Look, Mom, top of the world. Apparently, can't get that far. Oh. Kind of like trying to remember certain things. Oh, okay, that's done. I guess like you have to like clean all of this. Da 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 da. There's certain things that you like clean in this game that you're like, oh, this might take a while. Clean the bottom of this. Clean it back up. I did go ahead and like make a schedule for this coming week, official schedule on YouTube and Twitch. Though Kick, I'm like, oh, I guess you can't really schedule like upcoming streams, but yeah, I think I'll survive. And I also submitted for TikTok, but that's like I might hear back something Wednesday, and hopefully what I sent them's good enough. Because it was like, show proof you're actually owner of this channel. I took like a screenshot. But who knows if that, will actually, be good enough. Apparently some people only watch stuff on TikTok, so I'm like, oh, let me get that sorted out. So we want to feel all inclusive. And grab this. Because as you clean, you kind of also kind of, hey, again, looks pretty nice for a barn once you get all of this crud off it. It's an awkward sight overall, but like, there's apparently a way for me to like stream vertically or horizontally, like dual streaming, but I'm not sure how that actually looks on TikTok. So that'll be a thing in itself to try to figure out. Oh yeah, I forgot to do this. It's like, oh yeah, I noticed something I was missing. I like the stream avatars. Need to be there, but oh wait, I was like, oh, I didn't see the little people. The little people. Another thing I was kind of saying, Arium earlier is like, each week I'll probably try to like make it a point to add or work on a new thing each week as I stream. This was make the schedule like on YouTube and Twitch. So like, all right, people know instead of having to look up like streams saying what my schedule is, they'll know what my stream's about. And of course, hopefully, the horror day will go better. But you know. I did download a unofficial patch that someone pointed out to me, so I might try to like test it out before I. Let's see. Oh. This. Let's try this instead. Here, ladder. I wish this was like more like a trigger, like aim and shoot, aim and shoot. Some. Well, since I'm up here, it was it's post-apocalyptic. But then again, this assumes a world that like needs reasons for the protagonist to need to clean. So actually, I nearly forgot about this. They didn't have this like in the last one, I don't think. Literally, it's like a floor cleaner, but I'm like, cleaning a roof's the same thing, right? Hmm. Trying to think. It's good for getting like a lot of the main stuff off. So maybe I'll just do a quick run around, getting rid of all the black stuff. And then it's just like the regular mold stuff to get rid of. Sometimes this doesn't have like any pressure, so it's just kind of like quick rinse wash. My problem with let's see. A lot of times I kind of like do this thing where it's like, let me go just clean the edge here. There's always the like nook and crannies that kind of get me. Cause what's gonna be pain butts that over there? See, I was gonna gotta clean this and that. Like, sure. Let's see. Yeah, essentially, it's like trying to stream 2 hours in ARM each day for now. It's because like of me not getting my goal last month, and they were already kind of like, if you don't do this, this is gonna happen. I'm like, okay. So I figured if I stream on ARM for like 2 hours for 15 days at least of this month, I'll get my quota. Because this game, like, you can easily like lose track of what. Yeah, I mean, eventually they might do like EU, but not sure what their game plan for that is. I mean, better if they can actually stream on PC, if anything. Like, hey, I can stream on Arium through here. People can do this or that. Haha. Literally, while I was like shouting on there, I'm like, alright, let me work on stuff to kind of like multitask. I had to explain, yeah, I'm doing my dailies for Fallout 76 real quick. So you hear me curse, not curse, but like randomly say die, or so on and so forth. It's relations to something going on in Fallout 76. Still want to try to get as many stamps as I can. Though at the same time, I kind of like contemplate like getting caps, because like as there's still some things I need to buy, and I'm like, I, it's a lot of caps to get those other things I mentioned. Is it worth it? No. But at the same time, like, I'm a collector. And if there's a plan that I don't have, I like, I should probably get it. Essentially, for that game, there's special like serums you can get with like bonus like power. But I think I only got like one or two. But essentially, there's like a max amount of caps you can have, and essentially that max is pretty much how much each one costs. And I'm like, that's a lot of caps for a serum that I might not even use. The mirror's trying to shut me down. I'm showing revenge for my works. Um, from the temple up there on the Egan's mansion years ago. The man's pettiness. Dun dun dun. That's like references for the first game. Essentially, as you progress, like, I think 20, 40, 60, 80, and like 100%, there's like, well, I don't know about 100, but like at least 80. There's little chat dialogues on your phone. Let's see. Of course, there's other more interesting, like, cozy games could probably play. But, we'll just do this one for now. There's another one I could possibly play, but I'd probably play with someone I know. Because it's always kind of like quicker that way too. Kind of like, if I had a second person with this game, I'm like, alright, you go clean that thing over there. I'll work on cleaning this over here. So like some of the like things that's scheduled, I'll probably be like, alright, let me change it later. Make it more fancy looking because essentially I request assistance from good old ChatGPT and I'm like, alright, help me with this. But then I ran out of the free stuff. I'm like, well, let me just kind of make my own stuff for now. So at least it's in the system that way. Let's see. Aha. That's probably this. Because back to what I was saying, like, I think do the edges because it's always edges kind of get overlooked. Let's see. I'm trying to like play until like I get like 100% on these things. But sometimes it can be like a small little thing, like where's this thing that says I'm still working on? Oh. I fell off. I feel like there's... Because you ran and bring your cat with you when you're power washing. I might make tonight's stream a kind of short stream at least, but we'll see. Shorter than the previous ones. Because kind of makes you kind of, you know, slow. It makes you tired. I try to aim for like 1 or 2 hours, but I think also like me stream already like 2 hours in Arium. I'm like, I'm already kind of feeling tired from that, but or I need to just get something to give me more energy, but at the same time, like, I don't want too much energy. I like it. Chris, one person was like, you should do like ASMR video or something like. So essentially, kind of like, yes, hard work, but I think it's mostly just like, uh, relaxing gameplay, just slowly pushing a wall, or just like, mind shutting down. I wonder if I. Bubbles. Ulysses. Is there any other cats around here that I don't know of? Yeah, pretty much. Oh, yeah, I forgot what I was doing. It probably didn't help that like I also had like a long chat with my mom today, so it's just a long day overall. But you know, I had to wish her happy Mother's Day and all that, so I'm doing my best to express how great of a mom she is. Would I ever introduce her on here? Probably not. I'm seeing like more and more like VTubers like, here's my dad, here's my mom, here's my sisters. I think the only person I would introduce would probably my brother. Yeah, but that's the thing with my parents also is that like tell them not to dox you. They very computer illiterate, so yeah. I mean, like with my dad recently, I had to like tell him, "Hey, don't give out my name and like phone number to Chinese companies to get quote unquote deals." And when I tell them like they can use that information, they can also sell that information. You're essentially giving them information about me to try to exploit. Okay. I should probably stop here for tonight at least. But I am going to be playing StarCraft. Yeah, StarCraft Remastered tomorrow, so that should be interesting to see how it plays out. I just don't have to hopefully do another like escort mission or protect the base for so long again because those are always kind of dull and you're just kind of like, can I get into base building yet rather than just defending? Yeah, that's just kind of my mindset, you know. Let's see. That's let's see. Like, how do you exit from the game? But yeah, I do hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. And I'll be back tomorrow.